The U.S. calendar will be buzzing with economic activity, corporate events, and earnings in the week ahead, with other highlights including a barrage of speakers from the Federal Reserve Bank, including from Fed Chair Jerome Powell, as well as congressional testimony from Vice Chair Randall Quarles. Fed speakers are returning to the stage after the central bank's recent monetary policy decision to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 2 to 2.25%, while noting that growth in business fixed investment had moderated from its rapid pace earlier in the year. Investors will be looking for further clues about the Fed's future path of rate hikes, with the market widely expecting an additional 25 basis point increase in December. Meanwhile, among the speakers set to grace their podiums, San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly will speak Monday at an economic event in Idaho, and again on Tuesday at Boise State University. Other Fed chiefs slated to speak in the week ahead include Minneapolis Fed Chief Neel Kashkari and Chicago Fed President Charles Evans. On Wednesday, Fed Vice Chair Randall Quarles will begin his two-day semi-annual congressional testimony on the Federal Reserve's supervision and regulation of the financial system before the House Financial Services Committee. Quarles' 10 a.m. testimony will be followed later in the afternoon by a discussion on domestic and global economic issues with the Dallas Fed Chief Robert Kaplan and Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Also Wednesday, economic releases shift into gear with an update on inflation, as well as fresh figures on petroleum supply from the American Petroleum Institute. Concerns about global oil supply and demand have recently spurred prices lower, despite jitters about U.S.-imposed sanctions on Iran. Further color on the commodity will come out on Thursday with the EIA's report on crude oil stocks, while Quarles will also wrap up his testimony in Washington on Thursday before the Senate Banking Committee. Ahead of the weekend, investors will get a report on industrial production for October, as well as foreign bond investment and TICS data. On the corporate front, a long list of events is set to unfold, including UBS's three-day Global Technology Conference, which begins Monday in San Francisco. Among the 150 or so companies scheduled to attend are eBay, Twitter, IBM, and Microsoft. Elsewhere, 21st Century Fox will hold its annual shareholder meeting Wednesday, and in earnings, some notable names in the queue include Home Depot and Tyson Foods on Tuesday, followed on Wednesday by Macy's, and on Thursday by Walmart and Applied Materials. In the meantime, select the event calendar option in the IBKR Trader Workstation for a full list of U.S. and global corporate events and earnings, dividend schedules, economic data, IPOs, and more. I'm Steven Levine for Interactive Brokers, asking you to enjoy the week ahead.